Going to college is a very big step in a person's life, and paying for that next step can be an overwhelming challenge on its own. Here with some advice on how to plan for finances for college is Phil Betz from Monmouth College. Phil, thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Let's start with the FAFSA. Can you give us a summary? It sounds very intimidating for parents and students.
Sure. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. Anyone can fill it out. It's actually much easier than most people make it out to be. It's very similar to the income taxes that most people file.
Okay.
And the lines on the FAFSA almost exactly match what is on your income tax returns. And a lot of times families will ask their friends, about the FAFSA, and someone will say, oh, I filled out the FAFSA and it didn't help me. But every family is so different because they all have different number of dependents, different number of children who are in college at the same time, different incomes. So I encourage every family to at least give it one chance. And there are many resources to help. Your high school counselor, many colleges, like at Monmouth College, we're willing to sit down with families and help them complete the FAFSA form as well.
Now let's talk a little bit about what's out there. Federal grants, state grants, work study, some of those programs.
Sure. Well, first off, I'd strongly encourage every student to, whatever college they apply to go for their academic scholarships, the special interest scholarship, any talent, music, theater, anything like that. Get as many of those as they possibly can first. And then through the FAFSA form, there are state grants that are available from Illinois. There are federal grants as well, work study, and loans. So obviously grants, you want to maximize as many of those as possible because that means you don't ever have to pay them back.
Yeah.
And you do have to, the earlier you file, the better off you'll be. So in most cases, January 31st is a great time to be sure you're done, but it's not too late to file the FAFSA and be eligible for many of these federal, state grant programs. Work study works differently at every school. Some schools will offer students jobs. Other schools encourage students to locate those jobs themselves. And then there are loans as well. And not all loans are made the same. Some are a little bit better than others. There's subsidized and unsubsidized loans.
Okay.
Subsidized loans are excellent for many. Able to start paying back on those loans once they secure a job, and then the interest would start accruing at that point.
And you offer a lot of those options at Monmouth for students.
Correct. Yeah. So I mentioned, many of our students will apply for academic scholarships, for music, theater, other fine arts, and special interests. You really have to look into each school and what scholarships that they offer, because that's usually going to be the biggest chunk of what you can earn at a college, in particular Monmouth College. We are also still accepting the FAFSA form, so don't feel like it's too late. Some families will have heard that January 31st deadline or February 1st priority date that many schools have and think that they have the chance to be eligible for any more federal aid, and that's just not true right now.
All right, great. Well, thanks for all of this great information, Phil. For this information that we just talked about, head over to our Facebook page, WMBD 31 News This Morning. We'll be right back.